sleet, or snow. You've heard it before. The mail will make it through. It is the unofficial motto for U.S. Postal Service, but the I-team is finding that the challenges to mail delivery are worse than the bad weather.
Our consumer investigator Jason Knowles is getting dozens of calls and emails from you about delayed and missing mail. Jason?
Alan, Cheryl, the missing mail complaints are coming in from the city and the suburbs. Late mail, lost mail, and not seeing a carrier for days. So the I-team went digging through data to find out where most delays are coming from and why service may be unreliable.
I'm livid because I don't have a job.
Stacy Turner blames the U.S. Postal Service for losing her job.
I don't have any income coming in.
Turner needed to give her employer a letter from her doctor explaining why she needed time off. Her employer's request got to her post office on time, but it wasn't delivered to Turner's home for 8 more days, so she missed the deadline.
What's even sadder is that don't no one want to help you.
The post office sent her this letter saying that employer letter faced a delay in our delivery processing center.
It was 3-4 days in a row that there's no mailman, no nothing.
Lincoln Square resident Emil Ballag is also fed up.
And you call the post office and they say, well, your mailman is sick and there's no one to replace him.
The president of the National Association of Letter Carriers, Mac Julian, blames delayed mail and complaints on what he calls unfilled vacancies across the Chicago area.
There's been more complaints over the past year, and that's directly attributed to the fact that the staffing levels isn't proper in Chicago.
If a carrier calls in sick or is on vacation or placed in a different position due to injury or even a promotion, Julian says those vacant routes many times are not replaced by another full-time carrier.
We have been advocating to the Postal Service that they need to hire more carriers, that they need to convert more carriers to full-time, that they need to fill vacancies. Until we get a carrier on every assignment, it's not going to get better.
Under the Freedom of Information Act, the I-team asked about those vacancies. The USPS refused, saying it was restricted information. We did find Chicago locations with the most missing and late mail complaints. They racked up nearly 17,000 complaints in 2019 alone. They include the Southwest Carrier Annex in Marquette Park, the Lincoln Park Carrier Annex, the Henry W. McGee Station in North Kenwood, and the Fort Dearborn Station in River North. The Loop Carrier Annex, which covers 8 zip codes, was number 1 with 4,400 complaints. That's the station that serves Kathy Sefton's court reporting business.
The mail is crucial because all our payments are check.
Sefton showed us several emails she sent to the post office where she complained, and her suite is clearly marked with the proper business name and address.
The late mail sometimes comes with yellow stickers on it that say undeliverable, unforwardable, with our right address.
The 3 consumers in our story are only a few out of dozens of people who have emailed and called the I-team. So I asked the USPS headquarters in Chicago if they would talk to me on camera about all of those complaints and the staffing issues. They refused, but in a written statement, they said that they did recently hire 50 letter carriers, and it's a responsible employer that prudently matches our workforce to an evolving workload and adjusts staffing continuously, including work hours. A media spokesperson also said the post office faces issues like weather, high volumes, new employees, vacations, and unscheduled absences, all which can affect delivery times.
I just don't want no one else to go through what I'm going through because it's sad.
The USPS says mail is delivered safely and that the Chicago Mail saw huge improvements on scores last year. Also adding that it will diligently continue to investigate customer concerns and correct deficiencies. So customers with issues should contact their local postal station. But we did a great how-to on our website, abc7chicago.com, with links and phone numbers if you need to file a complaint.
So there you go. You'll be hearing more, right?
Yeah, and the mail's so important still, even with technology.
All right, great advice. Thanks so much, Jason.